Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in this morning to our EPCOM webinar. Let's first double check the audio and please let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. We will be using the question panel that is on the right side of your screen. This question panel will be available through the webinar if you want to send us any comment or question about the Tempo products. You can let us know if you can hear us loud and clear and if you can see our presentation. A quick reminder that this webinar will be recorded and sent to your email right after the webinar, as well with the information from our AppCom engineer, Benjamin Ojeda, as well with the tempo information for Jose Solis. Also, we wanted to invite you to keep checking our website, appcom.net, for future webinars that we do in a weekly basis, as well on our AppCom channel on YouTube, AppCom USA, for all the recordings of these webinars. We're just gonna wait a couple more minutes for everyone to join in. Thank you for being here this morning, and we'll start in about 2 minutes. We want to also remind you that we have Tempo products already in stock for immediate delivery in our Miami branch as well as El Paso. And we also want to remind you that we just opened our San Antonio, Texas branch, that it's already with stock, and we are ready to help you if you are in the Texas area. I think now we can start. And Jose, if you want to go for full screen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Innovative Testing and Measurement Solutions for Fiber Optics, xDSL, and Copper Cable by Tempo. Another quick reminder that this webinar will be recorded and sent to your email right after the webinar, and also will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, EPCOM USA. For this webinar, we have our EPCOM engineer, Benjamin Ojeda, and I would like to welcome Jose Solis from Tempo, who will be our presenter for today's webinar. Please send us all of your questions during the webinar using the question panel that we just used to send us all of your comments. So for those of you just joining in, welcome. And Jose, now we are ready to start.
Thank you. Thank you all to be with us this morning. My name is Jose Solis, and I'll be presenting to you our brand, Tempo Communications. We are a company based in Vista, California. We are a manufacturer company, and we have a lot of tools and equipments, measurement equipments for the fiber optics and copper networks. So I want to start to presenting you two of our brands. The first one is Paladin Tools, which is our pro tools for the technicians who are doing field installations. And the other one is DataShark, which is our brand for do it by yourself for those people who are trying to repair something in the house, okay? I want to start with our fiber toolkits. we have different presentations of them. We have our basic toolkit, which include our bag, Kevlar scissors, this three-position stripper. We also include a screwdriver, the tip tweezers, cutting tweezers, slither to open the cable. We also have some, we also include, sorry, this longitudinal and transverse leader, which will help us to open the drop cables. Then we have our Fiber Toolkit Pro. This includes the same products than the last one, but we will also include a BFL for 7 kilometers and two one-click pen cleaners for the mechanical or the connectors. Then we have the Fiber Toolkit Pro Plus, which include the same products, the same tools, but instead of the BFL, we will include a power meter with a BFL. This is a two-in-one unit. This power meter, we will see it later, but you will see that you have two ports in the top of the unit, which is the BFL and the power meter, and also it has a LED, which will help us to illuminate in the dark room or in the manhole. Then we have the fiber termination toolkit, which is it will include, sorry, the nylon bag, Kevlar scissor, three-position fiber stripper, tip tweezers, cutting tweezers, the BFL to check the connector, and we will include a cleaver in this tool, in this kit, sorry. I'm going to present you some of the features of our tools. This is a Kevlar cutter, which is really resistant to the drops. We have this lifetime warranty for all of our tools. This tool is approved with some of our customers on the US and in Latin America, like AT&T, like Verizon, like Cox, Telmex in Mexico, uh, and Total Play. A lot of them are, they approve our Kevlar color. Then we have this stripper, which is one of the most sell of our strippers. This is really small. It has it will help us to strip the fibers from 2 and 3 millimeters jacket, the 250 microns, and the 125 microns. It's really comfortable to use. The technicians love it because they can put it in the shirt pocket or in the cargo pocket, and they can be working on the post or maybe in the manhole with too many room available. We also have our PA 1171. This is a 5-in-1, sorry, precise cutting, stripping. It will help us to strip fibers like the last one for 2 and 3 millimeters, the 250 microns and the 125 microns, but also it's gonna help us to strip 2.8 to 3 millimeters and 2 and 3 millimeters. There's another position to strip from 2.0 to 2.4 millimeters. This other stripper is one of our most sales too. This is the heavy tool for fiber optics. It will help us to strip 2 and 3 millimeters also, and 250 and 125 microns. Then we have our universal stripper for those outside plant cables. It's gonna work from cables from 0.18 inches to 1 inch, and it's really good because you can adjust just putting up the level, and you can strip from longitudinal and transverse cables, cables too. You can change the position to make this kind of cycle stripping. Then we have our drop cable stripper. This is for cables from 8.1 millimeters. It's really nice. You just need to put the cable, the flat cable, inside the tool and just pull from the front to back, and you will strip the jacket, and you will see the fiber inside the cable. We also have this cable slit and ring stripper. This is a really good tool for the technicians who are doing the FTTH installations. It's going to work from with cables from 1.2 millimeters to 6.4 millimeters. As I mentioned before, our tools has this lifetime warranty. So you can make the longitudinal and transverse cut, also strip, sorry, on the cable. And it also approved with AT&T, Cox, Telmex, and a lot of customers in Latin and the US. Then we have our mid-span slither. This one is a really nice tool too. You can strip fibers from 1.5 to 1.9 millimeters, 2.0 to 2.4 millimeters, 2.5 to 2.9 millimeters, and 3 to 3.3 millimeters. It's really small. You just need to put the loose tubes on the cavities, and then you just need to pull to zoom, and you will take the fibers on those loose tubes, and it will help you to make some reparations or installations on the outside plant. Then we have this insertion and extraction tool. This is really helpful when you have not too much room in the panel. You just need to put the extraction tool into the connector as the image shows, and then you will be sure that you are not going to hurt or to take out another patch cord, which is not the one that you want to take it out. So it's really good, and it can work with SC connectors and LC connectors. Now I want to present you our core alignment fusion splicer. This splicer has 6-motor technology. It gives us 7 seconds per splice, 18 seconds heating per sleep. You can do around 200, 250 splices and sleep warmings with one battery charge. Our electrodes are prepared to make 5,000 arcs. It's a really simple use interface. Right now, our equipment is full touch screen, so it changed a little on the panel, but it's the same technology. Our software is, as I said, really easy to use. You can take and storage 100 screenshots if you need to take those images to make your report after your work. We can work with loose tube fibers. We have a holder for that work. We have, of course, our password protection. It's just 1.7 kilograms with the battery, and it's really small. As you can see in the picture, it's like a handheld. You can get it in your hand. It's really small and light. Then we have our active cladding fusion splicer, the 915FS. It's almost the same technology like the 6 molars. Uh, our equipment, what's gonna do is to align fiber, the core on the fiber, but also the cladding. So we have almost the same features. You can do a splice in 7 seconds. You can hit and sleep for 18 seconds. You can do around 200 and 250 cycles with the battery. The electrodes are the same, 5,000 arcs per electrode. Very simple to use interface. You also can take these 100 screenshots. It's a 3.5 inches LCD display. Also, you can work with loose tube fibers, password protection, 1.5 kilograms with the battery, and 12.5 centimeters per 12.5 and per 13.5 centimeters too, so it's really small too. On our fusion splicers, we work with holders which help us to prepare the fiber, to clip the fiber, and then the technician is not gonna manipulate the fiber anymore, because once that you clip the fiber on our cleavers, I'm gonna show you our cleavers later, then you just need to put the holder out and put it in the splicer, and you are not touching again the fiber. So that helps us to not make any scratch or break the fiber once it's prepared. So it's really good. We include 2 pairs of holders for 250 microns and 900 microns. This is the cleaver that we include on the FSP 200 is the FCL 200. It is a 2 steps cleaver. As you can see, we have this cavity with the clamp. We also include the clamp if you are not used to work the fiber with the holders. But if you do, you just need to take this clamp out from the cleaver, then you will put the holder and make all the clip. Um, on the kit one, we will include of course, the splicer and the cleaver. Also, we will include our charger. It came with a hard case for transportation. We will include an extra pair of electrodes, and well, we include this cleaning kit, which include a tweezers, a brush, just to clean the dust or maybe rest from fibers or coatings. And that's our kit one. Then in the kit two, we will include the same, but an extra rechargeable battery and a fiber stripper, the PA 1177. Well, we have some conditions. These fusion splicers are IP52, which will include that the fusion splicers will be capable to not permit the water ingress or dust. We make this drop test from 76 centimeters in all the directions. We can work with fibers with data transmissions. It has sensor incorporated to automatically compense the result of previous splicers. We can do rearcs if the technicians are not satisfied with the loss that the screen shows. And here are our cleavers. This is the one which include of the FSP 200. This is the FCL 200. All of our cleavers we will make 48,000 cuts in 16 positions, 3,000 clips per position. The disc can be replaced by the user. I mean, you don't need to return the cleaver to the manufacturer or to EPCOM to make the calibration. It's really easy. You just need to turn the screws to make the elevation or the dip from the fiber. And we have this cleaving capacity from 5 to 25 millimeters. This one is really nice. It has the automatic return mechanism and the automatic fiber waste collector. So once that you put the fiber on the clip, the dust collector will be open. Once that you clip the fiber, it's gonna be closed and it recollect the fiber. This is the most popular of our cleavers that our customers buy. Uh, like the unit, just one unit. It is cheaper than the other cleavers. It has the same performance. You can do 48,000 clips too. You can work with fibers of 250 microns or 900 microns or 3 millimeters. As you can see, we have this clamp, which will help us to align the fiber and to make the clip. We have the dust container, which will help us to collect all the cuts from the ends of the fiber for safe disposal. Then we have the 915CL. This is the cleaver that we include on the 915FS. It's the same technology. You can make 48,000 clips. It's adaptable. It admits 200 and 900 micron fibers. It is a two-steps cleaver. You just need to put the fiber, make the clip, and then when you open the holder, the mechanism will return to the beginning to start the next clip. This is the fiber fastener, the clamp that I mentioned before. It has this screw to remove or to put it on the cleaver. All our cleavers include this clamp or fiber fastener. It's including a fiber plastic bag, and if you want to remove it, you can put it there again, or to put it on the cleaver too. We also sell the disc for the cleavers. All our cleavers use the same disc. You just need to remove the screw with an Allen tool. It has, the instruction manual, and all the FCL 200 includes the waste collector, the fiber fastener, the replacement disc. Well, that's sold separately, but it has one disc included and the fiber fastener. Now I want to show you our BFL, the 180 XL. This is a quickly and easily unit. You can locate losses and failures on the fiber optic cables. It works from 0 dBm with 1 milliwatt. We combined with the Telcordia and the IEC 6825. We have a long range. It can range up to 7 kilometers. It's really light, and you can work in pulse mode or continuous mode. Our laser classification is a class 2. The display could be red or green LED. We can work with single mode and multi-mode fibers. It has a connector interface from 2.5 millimeters, and we also offer separately the 1.25 millimeters adapter for the LC connectors. It works with 2 batteries AA, which are included. The batteries will give us 80 hours with 3.9 batteries. It's really light. It's around 120 grams or 26.26. The dimensions are 7.08 inches and 0.91 inches. It's really small, well, light and small. It can work on temperatures from minus 10 Celsius to plus 45 Celsius. And as I mentioned, it can work for a maximum distance of 7 kilometers. This is the OPM 210 and 220. That's the one which is included on the Pro Plus fiber toolkit. We have 2 versions. The 210 is for telcos, which are working on plus 10 to minus 70 dBms. And we have the high power KTB range from plus 26 to minus 50 dBms. It includes BFL, which will work for 4 kilometers. We have all the most popular wavelengths from 850, 1300, 1310, 1490, 1550, and 1625. It also make a tone detection from 270 hertz at 1 kilohertz and 2 kilohertz. And also it has an automatic shutdown. This is the unit. As you can see, it's really small. You can work with the power meter or the BFL. And also you can see here the LED lamp that we include also to work in dark spaces. Then we have the OPM 510 and 520s. This is also power meters, and they are most robust. It has this anti-shock included. It will help us to make these measurements from different wavelengths from 850, 1300 to 1625. That means that you can work with single mode and multi-mode fibers. The batteries has a life for more than 100 hours, and it works with 9 volts batteries. It also IP rating from IP54, and it also will detect that tone from 270 hertz to 2 kilohertz. Then we have our established light source. As you know, these established light sources are really used to make the measurements ones that you want to test the losses that you have on the network without the traffic. And we have different models, which will be SLS 520, SLS 530, 35, 36, and it's gonna be different because it will have like the SLS 520, it's gonna work with 1310, 1550 wavelength, the SLS 525, which gonna work on multimode, it's gonna be 850 and 1300. Then we have the SLS 530, which gonna work with 1310, 1490, 1550, and the 535, which gonna work from 1310, 1550, 1625. And finally, the SLS 536, which gonna work at 1310, 1550, and 1650 wavelengths. The battery life is going to be 60 hours. it work with it came with an SCPC connector adapter, sorry, and you can change it. We saw also the different adapters for LSC, ST, and FC. Then we have our OTDR, the OFL 100. This is an FTTX OTDR. It's really small. It's really nice. You can make the test on the fiber. It is for 28 dBs. So we have this dynamic range from 26 to 24 dBs. The measuring range will be for 500 meters to 100 kilometers. It includes a power meter from 800 nanometers to 1700 nanometers. It also will include the VFL for 4 kilometers, a light source, established light source from 1310 and 1550. It has an RJ45 port, which will help us to determine if an UTP cable are well crimped, and it has continuity on the cable. It also includes data storage from 8 gigabytes, maybe 2000 traces. And well, it's gonna work on 1310 and 1550 wavelengths. Victor, are we still on time or do I need to stop?
No, we still have time. We still have more than about 30 minutes. And we invite everyone, if you want to ask any question or if you have any comment about the products that Tempo is presenting to us, please send us a question through the question panel. So, Jose, we can continue.
Okay, perfect. So with this unit, you will have two modes to make the test. You have the automatic test, which gonna work for the non-experiencing technician, but also you have this expert mode, which will help us to see the map of events on the screen, and it will help us to clarify if the adapter is good, or if the connector is working well or it's well crimped. So it's a really nice OTDR. It's really small, as I said before, and it's gonna include, of course, the OFL 100, which is the OTDR. We will include the power supply, a soft carrying case with strap, an SCAPC adapter, the certificate of calibration, a quick reference card, an 8 gigabyte SD card, and we have some other accessories to be sold separately, which will be the adapters. And well, if you want to buy another SD card or something like that, you can buy it with Tempo, or you can use a generic SD card. Then we have our fiber identifier. This is a really helpful tool, because in some cases you want to unplug one patch cord from the end office or in a site, but sometimes you don't know if the patch cable has traffic. So you just need to put the patch cord in the unit, then pull the trigger, and it will tell you if it has traffic, if the traffic is going from the office to the patch panel, or if it came from the patch panel to the office. So you also will see that it has a little display which give you an the loss that it has on that point that you are verifying. So it will help you to identify injected signals without disconnect the fibers. It includes adapters from 900 microns, 250 microns, also the 250 microns work with the ribbon fibers, and also the 3 millimeters and 2 millimeters fibers. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that it also can detect a tone. Maybe the central office can send a tone from the beginning into the fiber, and the unit will help you to detect that tone to identify the fiber that you need to disconnect. Then we have our cleaning products. We have this reel cleaner. It's really nice because once that you finish the cutter dish, you can change it. I mean, it's really easy to use. You just need to pull the trigger tool and start to make these 8 figures on the pads to clean the ferrules. And it works with SCL, FCST, and E2000 connectors, which are the most common connectors in the field. So it will help you to clean the connectors and to have a clean network. Then we have our 1.25 and 2.5 millimeters cleaning swabs. These swabs are really good because you can clean the ports on the site, or you can clean the ports on the equipments like the OTDRs, the power meters, the light source, the VFLs, which will help you to not contaminate another connector or another patch cord, and you will be sure that the connector that you are plugging will be clean and it's not gonna take dust or any contamination from the port to another equipment. So you can use the 2.5 swab connect cleaning swabs with the SCFC and E2000 and ST adapters, and the 1.25 swabs can be used on LC and MU adapters. So that's what I have for the fiber. I don't know if you have any doubt, question, or comment that you need to ask right now.
Thank you, Jose. Please let us know if you have any questions about the information that Jose just shared with us. And at the end of the webinar, we'll be having a space for questions, but if you want to send us any comment, we are available. At the moment, we don't have any questions, Jose, so we can continue.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I have to go. Is that okay, Victor?
Yes, totally. Thank you so much, Jose, for your time this morning. It was excellent, and thank you for all the valuable information about Tempo and its products. So we hope to see you again in our EPCOM webinars, and we invite everyone to keep checking our website, epcom.net, for future webinars with Tempo and other brands. Also, we invite you to check our YouTube channel at EPCOM USA for the recording of this webinar. We'll be sending the information for the engineer Benjamin Ojeda, as well for Jose Solis for any questions after the webinar. Jose, thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jose. Bye-bye.
Bye.